Hello and welcome back to another Slade Spire stream. I'm your host, Vegetablebread, and today we're going to be playing the Silent, doing a Pandora's box swap, 14 seeds. It's one for every day of 2 weeks. Trying to look for this Pandora's box. We got 2 reflexes. Okay, sure. I mean, it's a good card. I don't know if I want 2 of it in my starting deck. 2 reflexes and an unload seems pretty good, though. Do we just get to unload like 4 times a turn? Is that what's going on here? I think we just unload 3 times a turn for all of Act 1. Quick, adrenaline, unload. Unload, unload, unload. Weird. There's 3 exhaust cards. Or actually 4, there's tools here too. So 4 exhaust cards in the deck. So nice and small starting deck, 2 reflexes. We're gonna be doing something wacky with that. Yeah, we don't just prepared is infinite. I mean, tactician and acro is always infinite, right? You don't need reflex for that. I guess you do. Well, yeah, I guess you need 2 acrobatics, right? Yeah, but tactician acrobatics is always infinite, and we don't have any parts of it right now. So it's true that it's infinite, but I don't know why you're bringing that up here. This is surely more of a prepared situation. A lot of 3 elite lines, starting with one of these 2, one of these 2, and then one of these 2. He's not going to be part of it. Mega Elite's a little bit awkward here because we'd probably go. I guess we'd go to a question mark beforehand and shop after. It's not too bad. 4 fights before the first elite if we go left. We get an extra fire, so we'll probably do that. Actually, only 1 extra fire available. This also forces us into 2 elites. We forced into this and one of these 2. We can dodge the last one. It's probably fine. The swap seems really strong. Is it strong enough to fight a Mega Elite, though? Floor 6 Mega Elite. Pretty scary in general. We get an early shop and a late shop. We're probably going to try and do infinites, right? Because there's 2 reflexes in the goddamn deck. So we could, like, go remove the expertise before the elite fight. And then maybe remove after as well. Maybe go like this. Got 99 gold now. The minimum for a hallway fight is what? Is it 15? I always forget this. Oh wait, I have 2 monitors now. I can pull it up on the second monitor. This is what second monitors were built for. But how do you look it up? Because if you go to monsters, it just doesn't tell you how much money. The merchant doesn't tell you either. You just look up gold. Okay, so the minimum for a normal encounter is 10 gold. So minimum is 10, 20, 30, 40, and then 25 for an elite. So 40, 65. So we get 166. Not enough for 2 card removes, because that's 175, but pretty gosh darn close, and it's pretty unlikely we actually roll the minimum number for both. So getting 2 card removes is pretty reasonable. So expertise first, obviously, because expertise is terrible. And then actually, Tools of the Trade is pretty sick here. Tools of the Trade is not, like, normally a good card, but, like, Tools of the Trade with 2 reflexes in the deck is going to have a target, like, every turn. We just draw 10 card hands super easily. Second card to remove is, like, Neutralize? Nightmare? Survivors are our only way to block. Neutralize seems good, but isn't necessary for any particular reason. Unload discards 2 reflexes, Dagger Throw discards a reflex. I guess maybe Dagger Spray is worse than Neutralize. And Venom is bad, but it's a non-permanent card. The reflexes are what we're building around. Dagger sprays a bunch of damage. Expertise we already removed. Nightmare, I don't know what it does specifically, but usually is broken for some reason. Adrenaline's super good. Tools of Trade is super good. So yeah, it seems like Dagger Spray and Neutralize is the most expendable, followed by maybe like Dagger Throw or Survivor or something. Nightmare and Venom, now you're thinking. Give me a Blade Dance with that too. No, it's probably a Nightmare for like Wraith forms and stuff, you know? But we'll see what we get. Can we get 3 copies of Unload? I guess not. We can't even get any Unloads here. Actually, we could still get one, right? Expertise currently draws 1 card. If we play Tools of Trade, it draws 2. Let's just get damage. This might be Survivor, too. Yeah, I guess Survivor's probably better than Unload here. Okay. Nightmare the Reflex. That way we can just reflex into reflex. You're not wrong. Caltrops, Distraction, and Sucker Punch. I actually didn't look at who the boss was. That's irresponsible, man. It's Guardian. We need a way to block Guardian. That's our biggest problem right now. I think we're fine against all the elites. Blocking Guardian. Not obvious how we do that. But none of these cards really help. Sucker Punch kind of blocks. Weak is pretty effective against Guardian too. Got a big multi-attack you can ram down. But I think we'll just skip here. Be nice to buy a floor 2 Hand of Greed. But we can't. Fume seems really slow considering the shenanigans we're going to get up to. Too bad we're missing out on Toolbox, but I think I'm pretty happy just card removing the bad card. Eviscerate is on sale, that's true. We can afford it too. Unload Eviscerate. Get some free Eviscerates. It's a pretty good call out. Sure, why not, right? I guess the why not would be deck size. So current permanent deck size, 12 cards minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's a 7-card deck, so we can add sort of 1 more card and still net 1 more card and still infinite against the heart. We don't actually have an infinite yet, I'm just assuming we're going to get one. Sundial would be infinite here. Yeah, I think Eviscerate's a really strong card though. And it's on sale. Well, now we're definitely not going to have enough money for the next shop. So we'll just dodge that one and go left, that's fine. Yeah, could pick a backflip. Got a Dagger Spray in hand, so it feels wrong to unload on the little one. Or Dagger Spray, rather. And Venom, Dagger Spray kills them. Gets card out of the deck. I guess it wins the fight, actually. Clean. Alright. Nope. These don't block. These are like just bonus bad cards. No, thank you. I think I want to get a potion before we fight the Mega Elite, so I'm gonna go left and fight some dudes. Do we ever just got like totally beaten up by a hard pool fight? No, we don't. We might be able to kill this Slouse. Need to find 12 damage. Yep. So this does 21. So I guess this kills him. And this kills him. Okay. Seems way busted. Heal hook? Seems kind of just random. We don't... I would assume we don't need a heal hook in a deck with 2 reflexes. But I'm also assuming this is an infinite, so maybe we could add it. Backflip for the aforementioned block scaling. Hey, good morning, Cthulhu. Oh wow, you got a little train icon. It's so cute. Also problematic, we did not find a potion. We're up to 70% here. I don't think we're too upset carrying a backflip around. Yeah, heal hook, like... If we get 2 heal hooks, we can do an infinite with that, but, like, we have 2 reflexes, so I think we've got the card draw solved for the infinite. I don't think we really need something that's card draw neutral and energy neutral. Yeah, backstab's okay. Backstab ends up getting in the way, though. I wish I could skip and just block with Survivor, but that doesn't feel like enough. I think we need 2 cards. Oh boy. Oof, some real nightmare RNG here. Well, I guess that's what you get for starting with 2 reflexes and a nightmare in your starting deck. Alright, game on. We don't just get to cruise in Act 1, apparently. Whatever. This is... We've won the fight a million different ways here. We got a weak pot. Okay, so we got something. Weak pot's pretty effective against Act 1 elites. Can't be too upset about that. It's terrible against sentries, obviously, but... Predator seems pretty unnecessary. We've got a ton of card draw with 2 reflexes, and dagger throw, and tools of trade and stuff, so we're skipping that pretty easily. Flying these Sucker Punch aren't impactful enough. Alright, it's Laga. So we're just trying to get powers developed before we wake them up. We'll save the unload, or the adrenaline for a big adrenaline turn later. Can we Nightmare on Envenom in this fight? What do we Nightmare? Guess we'll figure that out next turn. Oh wait, we can just Nightmare a Reflex, because we have Tools of Trade developed. It puts 5 reflexes in the deck. We're gonna draw like a hand of 5 reflexes if we do that. So stupid. Nightmare Adrenaline sounds nice, but we don't have it in hand. I guess theoretically we could dagger throw the reflex and draw it. Draws 3 cards. It wakes up though. Also, we don't have the energy for it. I think I'm just gonna play Envenom and unload. See what we get. Okay. Okay, so we did get the Nightmare on the Adrenaline. Seems good enough to do. Backflip draws these two. I kind of just want a Dagger Spray. Gets 2 poison developed. Ideally, that's the last damage you take in the fight. I don't know if we're going to be able to do 2 more elites. We might have to angle right here. Go fire. A Tactician? Yeah, actually a Tactician would be infinite here. A Tactician would be infinite unload, which would be hilarious. Unload a reflex in a Tactician, or 2 free reflexes in a Tactician. We've got kind of a weird pseudo-infinite here, too. We just played Neutralize a bunch. He's got 5 weak. I was gonna use the potion in this fight. What a weird fight. Ooh, Vajra is super good. Second Eviscerate? Surely not, right? I think 1's enough. Yeah, having 2, it doesn't really add anything to the deck. We've already got the 1. Backstab gets in the way later. Flying Knee just doesn't do enough to fit into the deck. 77 gold, so not enough for a card to remove. I'd love to go left, but I am afraid, because that commits us to an elite. 25 health. Can we do anything useful for 77 gold? Buy a potion, maybe. What if we just perfect every fight? What if we just go left and it's fine? Yeah, it just seems unnecessary, right? Like, this is a... It's not a free win, but we're way ahead. That's true. Looking for Tactician. Yeah, okay. 2 shops is kind of brutal, but... Alright, no Tactician. I'm losing out on Shuriken for the run. Yeah! Morning, Terrence. How's it going? Yeah, 2 reflexes in the box. I almost said we're losing out on Master Strategy for the run. That's not how Master Strategy works. It's kind of an interesting thought to have pop up in your head. For me, Master Strategy is just part of the Relic Bar. It's a bag of prep, but it draws 3 cards, and it happens just sometime randomly, not on turn 1. It basically is bag of prep, right? Because bag of prep is +2 net cards, and so is Master Strategy, because you have to draw it, then play it. Alright, so we just buy nothing here. This is a bad shot. I guess we can buy an attack pot. If we're super greedy, we can buy the attack pot, right? And then we're just, like, never dying. Yeah, Prepared Plus would do it. Actually, Tactician would do it, too. Because we can discard Tactician and Reflex with Unload. So Tactician, I think, is what we want. And we're prepared to accept Prepared Plus if necessary. Because Prepared Plus and, or Prepared and Reflex Neutralize would be an infinite. We need either Reflex Plus or Prepared Plus, one of those two. I guess actually no, specifically Reflex Plus, because Prepared Plus still isn't card positive. It's just higher impact. Also, we can do Eviscerate instead of neutralize. Yeah, unload infinite is... I've never done an unload infinite before, but it's what we're looking for here. I'm very excited. I guess madness would also be infinite. We can madness unload. Too bad there's no madness here. I think I'm just going to skip. I don't think we need an attack bot to survive one floor. I guess these could both be fights. What's our fight chance? 10%. Seems pretty unlikely. And I do want to save the 77 gold for a prepared or tactician or whatever's at this store. Ouch. This guy. So the lines are like Nightmare or Reflex for shenanigans, or Dagger Spray, Tools to Trade, Neutralize. If we Nightmare a Reflex and we draw Unload, then we're going to draw Eviscerate and it's going to be free. Oh, that's true. Yeah, Prepared Plus does work. That's true. I wasn't thinking about it with 2 Reflexes. Good point. No, you're right. I guess this is always happening. Unless I want to Nightmare the Neutralize. I think... I don't know, actually. Does Nightmare Reflex ever miss lethal next turn? If we draw, like, Ascender's Bane, Eviscerate, Reflex, and Venom... Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4... Yeah, we have to draw a hit card, because Survivor hits, Adrenaline hits, Unload hits, Dagger Throw hits, Backflip hits. So there's no way to miss. I don't know if it's necessarily lethal, but it's something. Alright, I'm gonna do this because it's fun. Okay, unload, draw full hand, play Eviscerates forever. Unload probably redraws itself, too. Okay, sure. Acrobatics feels like part of the deck, but do we need it? Unclear. Sneaky Strike is kind of just Eviscerate at home. Acrobatics helps us draw our block cards for Guardian. We're already at... we need to remove 1 net card before the heart. So if we take an Adrenaline, or an Acrobatics, we have to remove 2 net cards. Shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, energy would be nice, but it's not available at this pick. I guess Sneaky Strike can be energy if you have, like, Necronomicon or something. But even then, it's only once a turn. Or, you know, Snecko Eye, Madness. Anything that changes the cost of Sneaky Strike. Yeah, we have enough discard, but, like, our draw is really enabled by discarding, right? It's like we're really reliant on these reflexes. And so if we don't draw, like, a combination reflex and discard hand, we're sad, and Acrobatics, like, pretty much guarantees that you hit, right? Because it draws you into a reflex and then discards the reflex. Might as well just say 1 energy, draw 5 cards, which is crazy. But I'm not sure it's necessary. Like, once we can turn the crank 1 time, like, unload into reflex is going to repeat itself, but turning the crank the first time is the problem with the deck, and I don't know if Acrobatics really helps us turn the crank the first time. It seems like the first crank is like we get Tools to Trade in play, basically. And then we like discard a reflex and draw a 10-card hand and do unload shenanigans. Alright, I'm gonna skip their acrobatics. Man, I heard myself say I'm gonna skip the acrobatics out loud, and then I immediately imagined dying and saying, well, the mistake in the run was skipping the acrobatics, right? $15 health, we're resting here. Looks like we actually didn't get enough money for the card remove, unless this chest has money. I should pick this chest, I don't know why I'm motioning to this one. This one has a choice. I guess the question mark can be gold too. Yeah, I'm gonna skip it. Tough card to skip. Yep, no gold here. Sometimes it's gold for money. There's only like 2 events that are like that. Actually, are we eligible for Scrappies? Or, sorry, what's it called? World of Goop. Are you always eligible for World of Goop? I sort of assumed that you couldn't get World of Goop if it killed you, but it looks like you can. There's no little description here saying you can't get it if you're less than 11. It's kind of rude. Hornclade's great. I mean, gold is nice because we're about to go to a shop, but the thing we wanted to use the gold for was a card remove, and so adding a card to the deck seems counterproductive. Yeah, I know you can kill yourself to events, but it's usually, like, voluntary, right? It's like, you can click Scrappies until it kills you, sure. But, or, like, Shining Light. I guess, yeah, It seems like Shining Light and World of Goop should both not kill you, right? I know that Wheel of Change can kill you. Yeah, getting shivved. But like, for example, Knowing Skull. You can't get Knowing Skull if it would kill you. I mean, you can't get Knowing Skull if it would force you to die. Sure, we can discard the curse, but like, if we had Blue Candle, maybe. If we had Blue Candle, we could consider this, that would be a non-permanent card, but we don't have Blue Candle. So, no thanks. Well, this is gonna be a crappy shop. Do we just skip it? Go here. This could kill us, though. Do we want the extra fight? Yeah, I mean, could we play around it? Yes. Does it make the deck worse? Also yes. Like, why would you just voluntarily make the deck worse, is my question. This is also a shot on goal, though, right? This is like, if we get a Tactician, we're infinite. We're prepared. Yeah, I guess I'll take a shot on goal. It's not a good shot, but that's how we win, so. What do you got for me? Third reflex. Oof, can't afford card this time. We bought a card yesterday. That was fun. Drat. Yeah, I kind of do. Reflex is a really good card in the deck. No, I have to be satisfied with 2 reflexes. We'll get them upgraded. That'll be like adding a 3rd reflex. It's the same number of cards. Yeah, you really, like, this, yeah, I've said this a bunch of times during Pandora's Month, but we don't need relics. This is a card-powered run. Like, if the cards in your deck can go infinite, this stuff doesn't matter. For the most part. They can still be helpful, certainly. I think we just skip this shop entirely. This one's just a swing and a miss. I think reflex, 3rd reflex is too many, and causes some whiffs. We don't need to be opening ourselves up to. Riddle if Hole's bad, Flechette's is bad. Blur's kind of good. If I had a choice between Blur and Backflip, I might choose Blur. No, I'd probably choose Backflip. And also, that's not really the way this choice is being presented, because Backflip's already in the deck. Caltrop seems unnecessary. These things are all too expensive, and our potion bar is full for these, so it seems like a waste of money to throw away a potion to buy a new one. And we get the gold. Why couldn't we get this event here? Come on. 7 HP would put us at 27. Can we kill an elite at 27? Get rid of Dagger Spray, probably. Maybe Neutralize. Maybe Envenom. Or Nightmare. The elite could be Sentries. That's pretty scary. Sentries are pretty bad for us. Gremlin Knob's easy. If we go to 27, do we win Sentries? I think likely. Yeah, I think we likely do. We definitely don't want to remove the Dagger Spray then. If Sentries are our biggest problem. We kind of don't want to remove Neutralize either, though. Maybe we remove Dagger Throw then? Dagger Throw is a discard outlet for Reflex, though. Yeah, maybe it's Nightmare then. Because Envenom's good in the fight, Dagger Spray's good in the fight, Neutralize is good in the fight. Well, don't we want to Envenom the Sentries? Isn't that, like, a good way of dealing with them? Makes our cards more efficient for when we're drawing dazes. Helps our weak pot go off. Dagger Throw is like a light unload, though, right? It's like a second unload. I think I'm just gonna remove the Nightmare. Nightmare's so clunky. We're clearly trying to combo like really quickly. Nightmare's just a miss. Why take the elite? Good point. I was just talking about how bad relics were. So we could skip the elite and then just remove Dagger Spray. Dagger Spray's okay in Act 2, though, too. It's not like we're desperate to get rid of Dagger Spray. Nightmare has some nice late-game applications. Yeah, for sure. Nightmare gets super good later. Nightmare gets, like, very busted. And we've got, like, an Adrenaline in the deck, so... Wraith form, obviously. I feel like if you have a Nightmare available to you in Act 1, you should pretty much always take it, and then at least, like, keep it until your Act 1 boss reward, because if you get Wraith form, that's, like, your block strategy for the rest of the game. You, like, pretty much always win those decks. Yeah, okay, so let's ditch the Dagger Spray and then skip the elite. We could probably do it, though. And relics are good, even if we don't need them. Like, what if it is Warpaint and it upgrades both reflexes? I don't know. Are you more likely to get a uncommon card in a regular fight? You're actually less likely to get an uncommon card. Huh. The uncommon card in question, obviously, is Tactician. Looking for a Tactician. But pretty comparable. Our hallway fight's less dangerous. We already saw Gang of Slimes, but we can see it again. We only can't see whatever was here, which was Red Slaver, I think. So, like, Gang of Gremlins is pretty much just as bad as Sentries, right? And like Exordium wildlife, like Jawworm and Medium Slime's also pretty bad. Yeah, I just don't think we gain that much health by fighting the hallway fight instead of the elite. We're just gonna go for the elite. Of course it's sentries. Okay. Sure. Backflip, unload, eviscerate's probably the turn. Unload does 15, eviscerate does 24. 15 plus 24 is 39, so he's already dead. Actually, we could kill middle one. Neutralize, and then do all the damage on him. Hey, King Rat. Good morning. We have Horncleat for block next turn. I don't know if we're killing him before he attacks twice, though. What's worse, dazes or 5 damage? Definitely 5 damage. Oh wow, yeah, King Rat's coming in here every day saying he's climbing Ascensions. Just a non-stop win machine. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take the middle sentry. So 4 plus 15's 19 plus 24 is 43, yep. Yeah, I got stuck on Ascension 20 for forever. Or Ascension 19. I was like on Ascension 19. And just couldn't get through it. Shoot. We're likely to draw Dazes, so I'm just gonna go ahead and Nightmare the Adrenaline because it's so good. Yeah, okay. I want to play the unload, but I have 3 Adrenalines in hand. I guess I'll just do this even though it's expensive. Sorry, I'm just like silently considering my options here. Finally got ourselves an unload reflex. I guess it's time. Oh wait, this is lethal. Eviscerate. Okay. 1,000 cuts. 1,000 cuts and prepared is infinite damage in the most irritating possible way. But it ignores intangible, so that's something. You know what? I think that 1,000 cuts. I think 1,000 cuts when you upgrade it should do 1 damage to all enemies twice. I don't think it should do 2 damage. I think it should do 1 damage twice because it's more thematic, right? Yeah, I think we're skipping these. 1,000 cuts is bad, Bane's bad, Quick Slash is bad. Poison Pot? It's kind of nice against Guardian. We removed our Dagger Spray, so the like best Envenom target. I guess the best Envenom target was always Eviscerate. I think Poison Pot probably ends up doing less damage than Flex Pot, though. And I think we need to keep the Weak Pot for emergencies. so I think we're skipping this. Getting 10 extra health is really nice. I want to smith a reflex, in case we get a prepared. Wait, do we need it? Yeah, we do. Because if we don't have it, then we can do an infinite. We can play prepared an infinite number of times, but that basically does nothing. And we want to draw 3 cards so we can play eviscerate an infinite number of times. Okay. Alright, part of our goal for turn 1 is to get Envenom down. So let's see if we can pull that off. Yep. Or we can just do a bunch of damage. Backflip, unload, eviscerate. Splits him. Doesn't get a Sender's Bane removed. Are we going to split him next turn? It's not obvious. Yeah, I guess we just have to take the split. It's true. We do have some good good defensive options, but we can just play Horncleat now. Or play a... We can just use the Horncleat now, is what I mean. Oh, you got the job! Congratulations. That is excellent news. Do we Nightmare Survivor in this fight? I was about to Nightmare the Adrenaline, then I was like, maybe I should Nightmare Survivor. Once Nightmare and Adrenaline are gone, how many cards are left in the deck if Sender's Bane's gone too? So we would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards from the deck. And then these 3, so we have an 8-card deck. So as long as we draw a Reflex, we draw the whole hand every turn. Doesn't seem like we really need to Nightmare Survivor. Okay, and I'll go ahead and use the Weak Pop. Neutralize was health neutral before we played the Weak Pop, but now it's negative. This actually draws too many cards, but whatever. I think we can play Unload 4 times, or actually like 10 times this turn. Oh, did we not discard a Reflex? I assumed there was a Reflex in hand. I guess I was wrong. Yeah. I guess, for some reason, I thought... The way I was thinking about Unload was discard all your cards in hand and then draw that many cards. I don't know why I was thinking it worked that way. And then I was like, great, and because I'm discarding Reflex, I'll draw extra cards. So I thought I was, like, way overdrawing my hand. Why I thought that is not in any way defensible. Yeah, calculated gamble, I guess is how I was thinking about it, yeah. Unload would certainly be much better if it was calculated gamble. Seems like we're having a good turn here. I think this is working out well for us. Okay. Yeah, the box worked out well. 2 reflexes, so... Interesting stuff is happening. I think Ascension 10 is a really great Ascension level. Starting the run cursed really puts a lot of pressure on you to be consistent in ways that are important to playing the game correctly, so I really think the Ascension like guides you into playing the game better. But I also think it's really lame that like Unceasing Top is so fun before Ascension 10, and then after Ascension 10 it's so bad. And it really feels, it makes me sad that like Unceasing Top is like such a relic with such a fun dream that's just practically unusable. After image seems like we're going to do some infinites, so what record was Max doing, or what record did you just get? Max, I guess. Transition that from third person to first person. Yeah, just need medkit and blue candle, no big deal. After image seems pretty good. I just uploaded a run that was kind of similar to this to YouTube, and that run, for some reason, had 5 copies of After Image and 2 copies of the power that creates a shiv in your hand. That's also innate. So the starting hand was like the same 10 cards every time. It was nuts. Yeah, I guess it also had a toolbox, so it wasn't always exactly the same cards, but dang, Watcher win streaks. That's impressive. Yeah, it seems like After Image is good, right? We play lots of cards. We need a way to block. It's not, I guess we could Nightmare After Image for heart and stuff. Yeah, I'm doing it. Okay. Card removes. So I realized in that last fight that extra skills are actually quite bad. Like having like a survivor and backflip around means that unload is discarding more cards, and then the reflexes have trouble drawing back those cards. How infinite are we looking? I think very infinite. So we're infinite currently with a Tactician or a Prepared. So we're gonna get there. It's not infinite right now, but... Did Blem win this morning? Excellent. Man, 12 wins on Ironclad is nuts. I mean, not to diminish the Watcher win streak of 19, but like, I think that's more of like what I would expect. Like if you just play Watcher a lot, I would like, you know, for me like 3 is hard, but like, it seems like people can win, like, not 100% of the time, but, like, at a pretty high win rate. But, like, Ironclad is so much harder. And, like, 12 is a big number. That's, like, pretty outstanding. Yeah, Blood not to leave us for Gwent. So, okay, so when we play Unload, it currently discards 1, 2, 3... 4 permanent cards, and then it draws 5 cards. So it draws everything, including the Unload back. So we can currently play Infinite Unload. But I guess if we add a Tactician, he lost 4 in a row prior. Yeah, I mean, I lose most of my Ironclad runs. I'm sure I lost 4 in a row during Ironclad month. But it is funny to go from losing 4 in a row to winning fucking 12 in a row. That's insanity. Did he, like, change anything about the way he was playing, or is he just, like... I mean, obviously any win streak is, like, a variance event, right? You can't be good enough to win 100% of the time. He slowed down, yeah. Yep. Slowing down makes a lot of sense. So I guess we're trying to decide which offends us more, Survivor or Backflip, because we need to remove one of these to make room for Tactician. The picking of gold cards. Interesting. I think probably Survivor offends us more. Survivor can discard Reflex, but Backflip always draws cards. So Backflip is more likely to help us out of an actually bad situation than Survivor. Yeah, Calculated Gamble would be good. Calculated Gamble is also infinite, right? So Calculated Gamble, Prepared, or Tactician. Of that, Calculated Gamble is the only one that needs an upgrade to be infinite. I guess we have Empty Cage, so we can just remove both. Survivor's infinite? What do you mean? It costs energy. Yeah, I guess that's true. Relying on Afterimage for Time Eater block is probably not a good idea. I think our current heart plan is Nightmare Afterimage, so I don't think we're worried about beat once we're infinite. So maybe we remove, like, Backflip and Venom. Would you transform a Nightmare? You mean transform it to look for a Nightmare with Astrolabe? We could. Definitely not on on Busted Crown, right? Because we're looking for, like, specific cards, and Busted Crown destroys our chance of getting those cards. How frequently do you find that it makes sense to go infinite in general on Silent? So for this month, we're doing all Pandora's Box swaps, so it's basically every time. In general, actually, I think Silence probably has the most infinites of any class, which is strange because Silent has the highest starting deck size, right? So you would think that it would be a little bit more difficult. But like Acrobatics, Tactician are just such strong cards to begin with. Like Acrobatics and Reflex, actually. Reflex is the power level outlier. Tactician's just the enabler. But definitely not always, right? Like, you know, if you start with a Wrist Blade, you know, you're gonna play Shivs. It's really just I'm doing it a lot because it's Pandora's month. I think it's probably like 10% or less. If it's not Pandora's Box. That 10% is probably too high, even. Busted Crown is Bailiff's lowest ladder. Yeah, Busted Crown ladder would be tough. Yeah, Brocky, I think I agree. Removing both block cards is probably not correct. And I'm also persuaded by Bad Terrence's Survivor versus Time Eater suggestion. Right, because if we play Survivor 3 times a turn or something, you know, that blocks for 30. So I think it's probably, if we do Empty Cage, it's probably Backflip, Dagger Throw. Or maybe Backflip and Venom. Backflip, Dagger Throw are the permanent cards, but in Venom is harder to play than Dagger Throw. And Dagger Throw draws a card and discards Reflex and stuff, so... It's probably Backflip and Venom. Definitely not Unload. I think maybe Sassy Goethe, maybe you just got here, but Unload is the infinite enabler. We're playing Unload, Reflex, and then if we find a Tactician, we can do it infinite Unload. Unload's super good. Alright. I almost clicked on Reflex for some reason. I think I'm going to do Backflip and Venom. I don't think Poison's really got a role in the deck. Dagger Throw is inoffensive. Okay, it's Champ. 3 elite line over here on the right. We could go to 2 shops if we really just want to find like some specific cards. Going to shop is pretty reasonable. We don't really need the card removes anymore. We're just looking for Tactician or Prepared or Calculated Gamble. Because you see more cards per floor if you go to shops than if you could do fights. So I think we're just going like this, maybe. And then if we have the card, we upgrade it here, and if we don't, we go look again. Yeah, any other path does fewer elites. We could do 2 on the left. 1 of 2 ways. Are we afraid of Act 2 elites? Maybe we are. Maybe we're just dodging Act 2 elites, because wounds are pretty scary, right? We've already got green key, so we can kind of just skip elites for the rest of the run. Are we infinite? No, we're not. Yeah, we're close, but we're one card off. There's a number of options for that one card. I think there's probably more than we've even identified. So prepared, calculated gamble, and tactician. Is there anything else that like costs 0? I guess not. Oh, madness. Madness also works. Is concentrate? Yeah, concentrate would do it. Yep. Because, yeah. Try so many cards. Sundial would do it, yep. So a lot of ways to go infinite this shop. Let's go find them. Okay. Guess Survivor the Reflex makes sense. It's free, too, if we're going to play Eviscerate. Okay. Take 7. How much does Sundial? Sundial is an uncommon relic, so it would cost from 260 to 289, so we can't afford it. We've already blocked out, so we don't really need to Survivor the Reflex. Let's get this developed and draw some cards. Okay. Okay. There's prepared. That's infinite, right? Yes, it is. And it gets us Eviscerate. Okay. Click that card. Well, this shop seems kind of awkward now. But whatever. Oh, there's Sundial. Damn it. So now we're just trying to get the infinite faster. Master strategy seems pretty good for that. Card remove, also an option. Card remove Nightmare. No, Nightmare Afterimage is still our heart plan, so I think we're gonna just carry around that Nightmare for a while. Meow. Alright, Discbud, I think Coconut's gonna cooperate. I think she's on her way here. Here, can I pick you up? There we go. That's kitties. What do you think we should do at the shop, Coconut? Tets and Disc Buddy both want to see Coconut. Well, have I got a treat for you? She's right here. My wife's got the door open to the porch because she's eating her breakfast. Coconut always gets a little bit excited when the door's open. She's an outdoor kitty at heart. Wants to go hunt those little birdies. When we were living in Southern California, on 2 separate occasions, a hummingbird came into our house through a window, and Coconut was all over it. She was trying to get that little hummer. But I saved it. I'm sorry, Coconut, you didn't get to eat the hummingbird. Alright, let's go to the heating pad. Hurrah! Okay, so it's basically master strategy versus card remove here. If we card remove, it would be dagger throw, I guess. Actually, we can remove unload now, technically, right? Because the combo is now like prepared reflex, eviscerate. These 3 cards. We could even remove the other reflex. Yeah, neutralize could go. That's true. Neutralize is probably the best target, right? Because dagger throw like can discard reflex and draws cards and stuff. So like the most expendable cards are these four: neutralize, unload, dagger throw, reflex, minus. Because Nightmare is still being used for tools, or for after image. Adrenaline draws a bunch of cards. Eviscerate, reflex, and prepare to part of the combo. Infinite after images with Nightmare for the block. Survivors for time eater. We don't need tools of trade, but it's easy to get rid of. So I guess technically these 5 cards, tools of trade is one of them. Neutralize, unload, dagger throw, tools of trade, and reflex minus can all go. Yeah, right. But in terms of priority, it seems like neutralize probably first, because neutralize is the only one that doesn't draw cards. Unload discards reflex. Dagger throw draws and discards reflex. Tools of trade both discards reflex and draws a card and is a temporary card, so Tools of Trade probably is never getting removed. Okay, so it's remove neutralize versus Master Strategy. Master Strategy seems much better. I feel kind of silly for having this long conversation because Master Strategy is like a clear favorite here. Master Strategy, Adrenaline makes us pretty likely to be able to go on turn 1, I think. So it's a 13-card deck. Well, this is adding a temporary card. This is an exhaust card, so this is not Gronger. So it's a 13-card deck. We are not allowed to have 11 cards. We have to have 10 cards or less to do the combo. So the ones that exhaust for free is Adrenaline and then Master of Strategy. So we're down to a 12-card deck, and we'd have to play like Tools of Trade after Image, and then we can combo. Yeah, we can combo on turn 1. This seems great. Okay. So now we're trying to go to this fire and upgrade things so that we're turn 1 infinite. Best upgrade's probably Master Strategy. I guess Prepared is a pretty good upgrade too. Actually, Prepared Plus is kind of worse from a quality of life perspective, because if we draw 2 cards, we have to click to discard 2 cards. We have to like click both reflexes. But it's better from a win rate perspective because it draws another card. So if you're not infinite yet, it could draw you your reflex. So it is good and we will do it, but it's unfortunate. This could be Necronomicon, and Necronomicon breaks the combo. Or it doesn't break the combo, but it adds an unremovable curse to the deck, which is pretty big cost, in addition to the health cost. So I think we're probably skipping book here. Bonfire Spirits. We can give him an unload. Get some max HP. It's a card we need to remove eventually. We could get Spirit Poop, that's true. Wait, actually we can't get Spirit Poop? Yeah, we don't have a curse to give them for Spirit Poop. You can't give them Ascender's Bane. I like how this is an involuntary card remove. Like, what if you have a 1-card deck and you see Bonfire Spirits? Are you just like, oh no? I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, this is a removable card, so might as well. I think I'm gonna go the route with the extra fires and the elites. I don't think I'm too afraid of Act 2 elites. They can kill us, but it's unlikely. Ooh, spicy. So this should be infinite now? Yeah, Master Strategy draws the remaining 3. Sweet. Alright, first infinite. Love it. Nope. This is our second heal hook we've been offered, technically. We could have done a heal hook infinite. But we already did infinite. No thanks, heal hook. No room. Smith After Image makes it worse. We want to draw cards like Master of Strategy and Adrenaline in our opening hand. We do not want to draw After Image. We can play After Image later. Prepared makes it better. Reflex makes us more likely to combo. Eviscerate slightly increases our damage. That seems unnecessary. Nightmare makes it more playable. Nightmare only costs 2 energy. Since we've committed to keeping Nightmare in the deck forever, it seems reasonable to upgrade it at some point. Although it's less of a liability than it was when we were holding the Unload, right? Because it's not an extra skill in hand anymore. Does Tools of the Trade decost? It does. Having a 0-cost card we can remove seems actually pretty good. But I guess the energy economy isn't actually that big of a deal currently. So I should take one of the extra card draws. I would slowly remove Dagger Throw and Unupgraded Reflex. Yeah, I don't know. We could remove Unupgraded Reflex. I don't see why. Okay, so there's kind of 2 classes of upgrades here. There's like 1 energy per shuffle, or per fight, which is like Adrenaline gets us 1 energy per fight. Tools of Trade is 1 energy per fight. Nightmare is 1 energy per fight. There is extra card draw, which is Master of Strategy and Prepared, and technically Reflex. Okay, so of the 1 energy per fight, I think Tools of Trade is probably best. But we don't really need energy per fight, so I don't think that's really necessary. And of the card draw, I think the card that's most likely to draw cards when we wouldn't otherwise be infinite is Prepared, right? Because if we have Master of Strategy in hand, we're already going to infinite. So I think the most important upgrade is, unfortunately, the one that reduces my quality of life, which is Prepared. Okay. Fine. Alright, so we need to kill Taskmaster. It's a big deal we kill Taskmaster. Ideally we can combo on turn 1. We will see. Let's start with Master Strategy. Prepared draws Adrenaline and one of these 2. That seems pretty good. Wait. If it draws the Reflex, we will run out of hand room. So I'm play After Image first. This looks infinite. I guess we should just do both reflexes. No. If we do this reflex, it redraws itself. Or tries to. It draws us a full hand. Either way. It does redraw itself. Great. Actually, Tools does not need to be played. Looks like we've got enough room. Because we're infinite now. Alright, Taskmaster down, so no wounds are happening. I guess we can fit Neutralize in here too. It's not necessary to do that. Okay, sweet. Dark Perhaps useless, but whatever. Sometimes Endless Agony is actually part of Prepared Infinites. Not this time, clearly, but sometimes. Backstab just gets in the way. Third reflex we turned down earlier, but it is tempting. It's not necessary. Okay. So we want another card draw upgrade, I think, just to be more consistent. And the only card draw upgrades we have left are Reflex and Master Strategy. It seems like if we're playing Master Strategy, we have achieved Infinite, so we don't care about Master Strategy. So I'm going to do the Reflex. Yeah, I mean, we definitely could. We could still combo with 2 Eviscerates, but does it do anything in the deck? I don't think it really does. This is a really easy Sapphire Key. We don't take any more cards. We'd take Busted Crown now, so... Sapphire Key for sure. Okay. Another upgrade. Might be time to start thinking about Time Eater and upgrade Survivor. Upgrading it now lets us pick Fusion Hammer. Because Time Eater is really the only fight where our card efficiency matters a lot. And upgrading Survivor makes us more card efficient. So does upgrading Eviscerate, for that matter. So we might want to do both of those before we start Act 3. Just in case we get Fusion Hammer and Time Eater. Because I don't think the extra draw from Master Strategy matters literally ever. I would be surprised if it matters once in the run. Okay. Prepared would draw 2 and discard these. So we'd have 6-card hand and draw 5, so that's too many. So I'll play the tools first. Get it out of the way. Okay. After Image clears room for Adrenaline. Alright, and there you go. Boy, this went from not technically infinite to cannot possibly miss real quick. Wait, do I only have to press 6 for this combo? Oh no, I have to press 7 this time. Okay. Easy. Centennial Puzzle can matter in the heart fight. We do still have a Dagger Throw in the deck, so taking second one is not completely unreasonable, but it's definitely wrong. Glass Knife is definitely a no. Doesn't draw cards or do anything. Quick Slash is bad. I guess it's card efficient for the Time Eater fight. Surprise Shop here. Oh, we're losing Tinksha, drat. Second Master Strategy available. Cards are Kronger. I think we just want a card remove on Dagger Throw. See the next. Oh wait, Neutralize. Neutralize is way worse than Dagger Throw. Yeah. No, Neutralize is way worse than Dagger Throw. Neutralize does nothing. Dagger Throw discards Reflex. Dagger Throw draws 4 cards. Dagger Throw draws like more cards than Master Strategy. That's absurd. What a disgusting deck. Okay. Slavers again, testing our ability to combo on turn 1. We are not missing. We Master Strategy to full hand. I guess I'm going to Master Strategy draw 1 card here. It's kind of insulting. I'm going to play Tools of the Trade to switch the numbers from 6-7 to 5-6. Oops. 7 can still come up. I guess I could, no, I can't afford Nightmare. Okay. Can we combo on turn 1? Emphatically, yes. Every fight in the act. Cloak and Dagger seems unnecessary. Setup is unnecessary. Masterful Sub's unnecessary. We don't need cards. Energy Pot is more likely to be useful than Explosive Pot. Flex Pot. I think we only care about potions against Time Eater specifically. I think Heart is pretty much solved by Nightmare After Image. So we really only care about Time Eater. And Explosive Pot is worse than Flex Pot and Time Eater, so I'm going to keep the Flex Pot. Okay. We need to play a card before Prepared. Wait, what if we draw the Reflex? Guess I'll play 2 cards. Okay, there you go. Snake Plant always takes a tick here. We've got the Malleable. It's a hard opponent to Infinite. This time we're doing 1 damage. Cool. Okay. I would have taken a Leg Sweep a while ago. I definitely won't now. It's a very card-efficient card for Time Eater, maybe better than Survivor. Our combo is not energy positive, so I think survivoring 3 times is better than leg sweeping once. But kind of close. I mean, 3 weak is a lot. It says plus on it. No, I don't think so. Do we recall here? Recall's an option. These, like, really clearly don't matter. I guess we talked about upgrading Eviscerate in case of Fusion Hammer. It's the last upgrade we really need. I mean, we don't really need it, but it's the last helpful upgrade against Time Eater. Sure. Makes us go a little faster, too. Okay. Oops, we overdraw. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. Oops. Alright. You Are Nothing achievement. Completed again. Pandora's Month. Yeah, upgrading Nightmare is probably the next priority. Since we don't have enough energy during the combo to Nightmare and After Image. That does seem like a pretty high priority, eventually. But if we pick Fusion Hammer, then we have enough energy, so it doesn't really matter. We've split Champ. Ooh, the rare 7. Can happen. 1 to 3 times. Thanks for the subscription, TDLB for life. Appreciate the support. Welcome to the Vegetable Patch. Thanks for breaking. Actually, shouldn't welcome you to the Vegetable Patch because that's a subscription. I feel like I've never seen you chat. I don't remember you following. Must have followed at some point. But I appreciate your support either way. Grand Finale is more damage than Eviscerate, and it gets played in the same way. Makes us much more efficient against Time Eater. I think we're yes on... Surprisingly, I think we're yes on Grand Finale here. So it changes our damage from 27 per... Oh, okay. Nice. Interesting to hear about people coming in through the YouTube. I put videos up on YouTube, but I feel like nobody watches them compared to the Twitch stream, right? It's like there's 42 viewers here right now. I'll get like 42 views a month on YouTube. It's like kind of sad. I'm not sure. Like I guess yeah. I wanna invest more energy into editing the YouTube content, but I also just like I don't know if I can do it. Editing videos is not something I'm very excited about doing. Well, I appreciate your dedication, TDLB. I don't know. I mean, Grand Finale is like... Okay, so the problem with Grand Finale is we could brick our turn 1. So currently, how do we brick turn 1? We draw like Ascender's Bane, Survivor, Eviscerate, Nightmare, Tools of Trade. Or like Reflexes. Reflexes work too. And if we add Grand Finale, there's more ways for us to brick. I'm actually going to like pause here for a second and do some math. So let's calculate our brick rate. Let's assume that anytime we draw any card draw, we go infinite. So if we draw Adrenaline, Dagger Throw, Master Strategy, or Prepared, we are infinite. But that doesn't include the cases where we got like Survivor Reflex. Let's just count Survivor too, because there's 2 reflexes. So let's say if we draw one of these 5 cards, we're infinite. So we currently have a 12-card deck. So drawing one of those 5 cards out of 12 is like a pretty high rate. It's like, so it's 7 factorial over 12 factorial divided by, because that's the number of cards that can miss, divided by 2 factorial over 7 factorial. So whatever that is. 2%, 2.6% is our current miss rate. And if we jack all those numbers up by 1, because we're essentially adding 1 card that misses, then our miss rate goes up to 4.3%. So we're essentially doubling our miss rate. But our miss rate's pretty low, and it makes us go faster against Time Eater, which I think we've identified as the main challenge for the run. So I think this is worth it. Also, if we get any card removes, it goes back down, right? If we remove Tools of Trade or Dagger Throw. Actually, Dagger Throw makes the numbers get worse, right? Because Dagger Throw... Or I guess if we remove, like... Yeah? Nope, the only cards left to remove are Tools of Trade and Dagger Throw. Nightmare's safe. I guess we could remove Eviscerate if there's going to be a Grand Finale in the deck. But I kind of want to have both for Time Eater. Just do a bunch of damage. Alright, I'm going to do it. There's Fusion Hammer, we called it. Sozu seems worse. Snecko Eye breaks us completely. Is Fusion Hammer good? Yeah, it helps us play Nightmare. Although also it would be helpful if we just upgraded the Nightmare. It'd be pretty much equally helpful. Is this a skip? Because currently we could upgrade Nightmare, which is basically the same as picking Fusion Hammer. We could also upgrade Adrenaline and Tools of Trade. So actually we get, if we don't pick Fusion Hammer, we get 3 energy per fight. Whereas if we do pick Fusion Hammer, we kind of just get 1 energy per fight. Yeah, Grand Finale upgrade would be okay. Yeah, I guess we're skipping. Do we ever pick Sozu? These potions are kind of okay. I mean, I guess there's only one fight in the run where we need potions, right? Because we have every other fight solved. So we can just take these potions and go fight Time Eater. What's the use of getting potions? I mean, the big thing with potions, especially on Silent, is we could get Ghost in a Jar. So, like, the Sozu can cost us a Ghost in a Jar, Fairy in a bottle. Those are pretty major resources to be costing yourself. But we might not get offered any of those. Yeah, Toy Ornithopter. Says no Sozu, but we're also at full health, and I don't know if we really care with the healing. It seems like we're going to kill everybody on turn 1 forever. Arc 2 Tech, can you justify? I'd rather take Sozu than Fusion Hammer. I think Fusion Hammer is bad. What about Spikers? The Spikers aren't a problem. We have Infinite Block. Thanks for the follow, the World Inverted. Appreciate the support. Welcome to the Vegetable Patch. I mean, there are good potions. I don't know if I said that there are potions that just win. I think we already are in just win territory, right? Unless we click the Snecko Eye. You want to pick up Vuln Pot? I guess Vuln Pot's better than Energy Pot, right? I think I am going to pick Sozu. I think skipping Sozu is fine. I think skipping and Sozu are on about the same level here. Like this skip button, not pick Fusion Hammer and call it skip. No, there's not really any... I guess thinking about it again, there's no upside to picking an energy relic here. Like, we don't need energy. We can combo and do infinite stuff without an energy relic. So, like, accepting either of these downsides seems totally unnecessary. Why not Fusion Hammer? So, we combo on turn 1, right? So Fusion Hammer is basically giving us 1 energy per fight. But we've got 3 different upgrades that also give us 1 energy per fight. So assuming that Fusion Hammer costs us any upgrades, it's better to just not take it. Because if we get 2 upgrades, then we have more energy. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna skip. Alright, weird. Alright, so we have halfway dodged Time Eater. It's gone from 67% Time Eater to 50% Time Eater, because we don't see him immediately. What do we care about? Rare Relics. We want Rare Relics because that's Gambling Chip. And if we get Gambling Chip, we 100% combo on turn 1. And Rare Relics come from question marks, so we want the most question marks. Looks like we can get 7 question marks. These 4, and then this one, and then these 2. Yeah, Draw Pot I think would also 100%, yeah. Actually, I think technically, if we get... Now that we have a Grand Finale, there's 3 cards that miss. So if we get... Ascender's Bane, Double Reflex, Tools of the Trade, Nightmare, After Image, Eviscerate Grand Finale. That's we could draw 8 cards and still not combo. Incredibly unlikely, but could happen. Alright, let's go get question marks. Gambling Chip. Huh? Looks like we whiffed. Good thing we upgraded that survivor. 30 damage or develop tools of trade. I think it's pretty clearly develop tools of trade. Okay. It can happen. We don't have anything to set up, right? Yeah, there's no setups. Second prepared just makes the deck worse, right? Actually, does it? If we take a prepared and upgrade it, we're at 13 cards minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 non-permanent cards, so we're a 7-card deck. So we actually have room for one more card if we want. Pick up our prepared. Makes us more likely to turn 1. It's bad against Time Eater. Bad against Time Eater, just kind of a death sentence here. I think we care a lot about our Time Eater fight. Yeah, let's just skip it. Tesseract could be another master strategy. Even well-laid plans, or not well-laid plans, what's that card called? The card that draws 2 and then puts 1 on top of your deck. I think that card makes us almost 100%. Purity, I think we actually probably wouldn't take. Not that it's bad, it's just not necessary. Yeah, thinking ahead, thank you. So I think we're all in on this, just for another master strategy, basically. So there's Purity. We'll talk more about it in a second. Panacea blocks Heart Vulnerable. We have infinite blocks, so we don't really care about Heart Vulnerable. Violence is kind of master of strategy at home, right? There are 2 cards for it to draw. We probably end up removing the Dagger Throw eventually. And Eviscerate. Drawing Eviscerate does not make the combo work, right? But it is an extra shot on goal for Dagger Throw. Right, yeah. Bricking is pretty bad. Oh, there's a master strategy. Sweet. Okay. Yeah, violence. I think we're probably no on violence. Because we end up removing Dagger Throw, and drawing Eviscerate's not useful. I guess it draws Eviscerate and Grand Finale, I forgot about that. So it can actually draw 3 cards. Drawing 3 cards is a pretty big deal. It can draw 0 too, but if it draws 0, I think we've already comboed. So this rarely makes the deck worse. It is bad against Time Eater. Okay. So now Purity against Heart statuses. So we can take Purity. It would remove Heart statuses. I guess actually on turn 2 against Heart, we can't combo right now, right? Because we don't have room for the statuses, but we almost do. So, okay, so we can play the Slime, so that one doesn't count. So there's 4 Heart statuses that are in our hand on turn 2. Yeah, I think we actually still can combo, because Prepared Plus and Reflex... let's see, does this work? Okay, so it's 15 card deck minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards. So it's a 7 card deck. And then with the 4 statuses, so yeah, it does not work. So we just have to remove 1 card, and then we can combo on turn 2 against the Heart. But it has to be specifically Dagger Throw. That's true. We're also burning our energy on after images. Fair point. Yeah, the Heart fight's going to be a little bit messy. Actually, we should only need 3 energy on turn 2, right? because the combo costs 0. Prepared, reflex, attacks all cost 0, so we can just play 3 after images and then still combo, right? As long as we remove dagger throw. So I don't think we need purity, so I'm not going to take it, because it is a brick, right? It's a card that misses. We don't want those. Kind of a cheap mask. I'd rather just save money for the Act 4 shop, though. I don't think we really get anything out of having a red mask. Doesn't help us combo in turn 1. Oh shit. We are allowed to lose Tools of the Trade, right? Yeah. This could have turned out bad. I guess we can always lose the attack, right? We have redundancy for the attack. We don't need both Eviscerate and Grand Finale. But if it had been like After Image, Prepared Plus, and Grand Finale, it would have been pretty sad. Does GF work with Heart? Yeah, absolutely. Sorry, maybe you're asking a more subtle question than I'm understanding, but, like, can you hurt the Heart with Grand Finale? It's definitely a yes. No attacks left, but we can just get this out of hand for free. With statuses, yeah, it is, yep. Yeah, assuming we remove Dagger Throw. Or technically Survivor. Or actually, one of the Prepareds would work too. Wow, Grand Finale so fast we didn't even get to play Eviscerate. That's sad. Maybe we actually remove the Eviscerate. Because Grand Finale is so strong. And Dagger Throw is theoretically helpful, right? Draws a card. Nope, don't need these. Extra fire for upgrade. Upgrading Nightmare is nice. Yeah, we need to upgrade Nightmare in order to play the turn 1 Nightmare After Image, right? So let's get that done. Okay. This is a fight where it's very important to combo on turn 1, because otherwise we get wounded. We want to draw 4 cards. Looks like 5 is the minimum, unfortunately. Oh wait, Adrenaline into Prepared does it. Yeah, okay. Kind of awkward discards here. Hey, Sixie. I guess we were probably guaranteed to infinite there, but I just wanted to make sure the daggers were dead. I thought that was more important than getting the infinite going. Yeah, it looks like we got the infinite anyway. So whatever. Okay. So, saying hello in Estonian seems fun. Tere hommikust. Wow, Prepared Plus? We turned down the Prepared Minus, but I considered it. This one says Plus on it. I guess we still need to remove one net card before the heart fight. I guess we have 2 removes theoretically if we go to this shop. Show bread. I don't think I have any bread. I might have a heal, unfortunately. I think that'd be all I'd have. Sorry. I can show Coconut. She's a little loaf. There she is, just loafing around. She's migrated to the very back, so now I can actually put her on camera. Showbread revealed. Alright, I think we skip here. Yeah, Energy Pot versus Flex Pot. Energy Pot seems unnecessary. Maybe we were supposed to take that Sozoom. We do have to recall at some point, probably here. Seems pretty safe. Let's see. I guess Adrenaline gets us energy. We were talking about Adrenaline and Tools of the Trade being upgrades, but Tools of the Trade's gone. Oh, Great Value because it's funnier. Or funner. Yeah. I mean, it does help too, right? It's helpful against Time Meter. Let's go a little faster. Yeah, I mean, maybe that's the biggest concern for the run. I think it might be. Okay. Sure. And we're going for the extra relics, because those could... Oh, right, we were going to go this way to look for rare relics. We're more likely to get a rare relic fighting an elite or doing 2 Act 3 question marks. That's a good question. Wow, we missed... We got all the events except for Mind Bloom, Mysterious Sphere, and Winding Halls. Rude. Let's go fight the elite and then decide. Oh, okay. Sure, it's just in a chest. Well, now we don't care about question marks, because this is the rare relic we wanted. Jesus Christ. No, we already saw falling. This is absurd. This shouldn't be allowed. We don't even need to play prepared, almost. Yeah, we actually can get through this fight without playing prepared. How fun is that? No infinite required. Jiminy. Yeah, Gambling Chip's so insane. I mean, we literally changed our pathing just to find Gambling Chip. We went to all these question marks looking for a Sphere or Mind Bloom, because Gambling Chip's a rare relic. And then it was just in his chest. Ridiculous. Gambling Chip makes Dagger unnecessary? Yeah, it does. I mean... Yeah. Nope, these are bad. Flex Pot is, I guess, better than Energy Pot. I was rewarded for doing it. Kinda. I did find Gambling Chip. It's a successful trial. I guess it's better than Energy Pot, right? Energy Pot does nothing. I think we talked about recalling here. Flex on GF. Yeah, but we have Eviscerate too. I mean, it's still a zero cost attack, right? It's a low percentage increase, but it's still 5 extra damage per finale. In what situation will the Flex Pot save you when an Energy Pot will not? If we get lethal 1 turn earlier against Time Eater. Sure. I don't think that situation is likely to occur, just to be clear. But I do believe that's the situation we're optimizing around at the moment. All right. Should practice it after Image Nightmare. Okay, here we go. How much block do we want? Just like all 9s, or what are we going for here? It's pretty slow. Yeah, it is block positive against the heart though, right? It's 4 block per card. Terror's good against Time Eater. It's a whiff though. I don't want to whiff. Wait, we have Gambling Chip. We can't whiff. This card's free. Is there an upgrade that's relevant? No. Yeah, there's nothing useful to do at a campsite. I guess we could rest at a campsite. No, we have Pantograph. We don't care about health. I guess I'll just take another relic. Giant Head. Notably difficult for infinite decks to kill. It's going to be difficult for us. We better set up the Nightmare After Image. Gotta do them in the right order for slow proc optimization. Okay. Ridiculous. What's the theoretical max damage you can do in a single attack? Against Giant Head? I don't know. I think it's infinite. It's just how long are we willing... I guess if we got all 9s on slow procs, I presume the max for slow is 1,000, right? That would be the max. Be a lot of damage. There's a Wraith form here. Is that helpful? Is that necessary? We still need 2 after images to block, right? I think it's just not helpful. Just bricked my system. I was installing an i3 themed window manager. Huh. Are you talking about an Android device? Window manager sounds like an Android thing. I think we're gonna skip this Wraith form. Oh, Linux. Yeah, that's also a... I guess technically Android is Linux, so you could still be talking about Android, but you're probably not. Yeah, I'm gonna skip Wraith form. Wait, we have Orichalcum. We can just like... If we play Wraith form and After Image, then we can play an infinite number of cards without taking damage, and then Orichalcum to block. Yeah, I'm confused about that as well, because bricked to me means power button is inoperative, no LEDs. It is now a brick. But like a window manager, you should be able to like still boot from optical media, right? Like boot off your CD drive or something. Now we're having a conversation about Linux. There's 45 people here. I have no idea what's going on. When we first picked the Nightmare... Or wait, was the Nightmare in the box? Or did we pick the Nightmare? Nightmare was in the box. When we were talking about Nightmare, we said we should keep it in the deck because we could find Wraith form. And then we found After Image, and we were like, okay, I guess that works too. And now we're being offered a Wraith form, and I'm not sure what to do. I guess Wraith form is extremely good against Time Eater, and Time Eater's our main problem. So we don't need to think about this for Heart specifically, we can just think about this for Time Eater and pick it. Well, I'm glad I recalled, because now I've got an upgrade I want. Okay. We need to generate a bunch of block, and then we can Grand Finale. Yeah, corrupted files on the file system does not sound like a brick to me. Bricks don't have file systems. Have we already blocked out? Oh, we have already blocked out. Good point, team. Okay. Acrobatics plus? No. Doesn't seem necessary. Gambler's Brew's maybe better than Flexpot? No, Flexpot's... We're taking things for Time Eater. Gambler's Brew's not helpful against Time Eater. Okay. We only took 10 damage in Act 3, and it was from, what's it called? Not Mind Bloom, Tesseract or whatever. Right, Sensory Stone, yeah. Okay, we need to get rid of some more cards. I guess just like Nightmare gets out of hand. So is Wraith Form. Okay. Alright, next fight. Not going to bother with Eviscerate in this fight, because Grand Finale's better. Does 120 damage in the fight. Okay. Oh, it is Time Eater, okay. He's not attacking this turn, so we're not going to play Wraith Form this turn. Seems like getting Terror developed is pretty nice. Double Master Strategy draws 6, although we'd need to make hand room for it. We want a Nightmare on Wraith Form this turn if we can. Oh shoot. I discarded Wraith Form. Forgot about that. Yeah, maybe we could Nightmare Grand Finale. Nightmare Wraith Form feels really safe, though. Okay, we split him. Maybe these Wraith forms are not necessary. Feels a little bit silly to have a bunch of Wraith forms in hand. Do we play just Grand Finale, or do we play Eviscerate too? Looks like we have clearly have Lethal. Okay. Turns out we did not need Nightmare Wraith Form. Lesson learned. Sure. We ended up only playing like 20 cards in the fight. We played 12 cards the first turn and like 6 the second turn, and he was already dead, so okay. Right, Wraithform was moral support, that's right. Sure, whatever. No point in resting here, so might as well take an upgrade. The deck got a little bit more expensive when we added the Wraith form, so I think upgrading Adrenaline makes sense here. Maybe we do want After Image upgraded for the Heart Fight? No. No, we don't. Hey, look, Medkit. That's pretty convenient. Sure. I guess there's also a Cult Pot and a Dark Shackles here. Those cards are pretty good. Dark Shackles is just like an extra way to brick, though. We don't actually need that. We would just end up playing it on turn 1 for hand size. Yeah, I have to say, it looks like a pretty good medkit. That's true, yeah. Cult Pot's just gonna give us 3 strength, right? Medkit seems pretty insane. Oh, I talked about doing a card remove. Wait, Medkit is 4 card removes. Medkit's clearly better than card remove. So we actually have extra room now if we want to add cards. Not sure why we would need extra room to play more cards. Okay, let's leave. Alright, these guys should be pretty trivial. Do you take Brew? You could, sure. Oh, we almost bricked. Got all of our reflexes last. Wasn't paying attention and overdrew. That's obnoxious. Yeah, Grand Finale glowing while you're in the middle of a shuffle is definitely a mood. He's got more health, so let's even him out. Oh wait, it didn't matter. Whatever. Okay. No chance to set up Pen Nib before the heart fight. That's fine. Masterful Stab if we want to count how many times the heart hits us. Otherwise, pretty useless. We're going to take some beat damage. I guess we could Survivor to start with. If we're like super greedy about not taking beat damage. Oh wait, we need to Nightmare... whatever it's called. Discard. So I'll keep the Nightmare, and I guess I'll just lose the Survivor. Perfecting the Heart is pretty nice. There's nothing really to discard in hand, though, so I guess I'll get rid of it. Okay, let's start with Violence, because it works right now. Won't work later. Alright, we've played one card, and we've drawn, like, 6 extra cards. So that's nice. Let's get... Oh wait, I almost just played After Image. Let's play After Image. And we want to get to the point where we're comboing quickly, so that we can stop taking beat damage. So ideally, we can set up for next turn and damage cap at the same time. This stops us from taking beat damage. I guess there's no way to get Master of Strategy into the discard, right? So we need damage cap. And what cards do we want in the discard? Oh wait, we can actually put Master Strategy in the discard. We can, like, discard it with Survivor. Or Prepared. We did that in the wrong order. We should have discarded 2 cards with Prepared, and then drawn 1, because now we have to draw with Prepared, and it's a 1 out of 3 that we get Master Strategy back on top. Oh, sweet, we did it. Okay, so this card's Master Strategy, so we're likely to draw Master Strategy next turn, which is the best outcome we can hope for. Okay, I think we're done. Aha. Alright, so place After Images. These do count as cards, so they proc After Image as well, which is funny. And let's see if we can infinite. We might not be able to this turn. Yeah. Okay. Well, we do take some damage. We set up well for it, that's all you can really do. Yeah, we're gonna have to do a turn 5 this time. It's tragic. I guess we can play this After Image to block faster. Nope, not you. Oh, we don't need to be playing Grand Finale anymore. Alright, so we just have to play Prepared a bunch now. It's block positive, but it's gonna take a second. If it speeds it up, does it? I guess, yeah, we could play Avissa and Grand Finale just to play an extra card. Oh, we should set up pen nib too, huh? I guess we have set up pen nib now. Dupe pot for the extra 1 block per turn. I have pen nib set up. Wait, I don't care about pen nib. What am I talking about? Pen nib is a frivolity. Oh, we blocked out. Okay, great. No, we haven't. Off by a little bit. Okay, now we blocked out. We want prepared in the discard, so I'm going to put prepared in the discard. We can't put reflexes in the discard, unfortunately. I'll take a dagger throw at a survivor, though. Okay. Double pot on the last turn, that's right. Start the next run strong. Oh, our discard manipulation did nothing. That's embarrassing. Yeah, it's true. We just skipped the tactician this time. Prepared reflex. It's good enough. He's not attacking. We're not taking damage. We could turn to a spooky ghost. It's not really an advantage to doing that, but we can. We might as well end the game as a spooky ghost. I guess I don't want to redraw it, right? I don't think we can ever whiff, but still. Okay. Dagger throw getting in there for 60 damage. See, that's what we saved the flex spot for. It's a hell of a dagger throw. Actually, can we kill him with just dagger throw here? No, we can't. It's only 30 on the other ones. Even if it kept being 60, it would be a short. Alright, actually we should give it to Eviscerate. Eviscerate was doing the bulk of the lifting this run. Grand Finale kind of came on later and stole the show, but Eviscerate was the working man's Grand Finale here. It deserves it. Okay. Well, that was pretty smooth ride. We saw 2 reflexes from the Pandora's box, and they were still doing the thing at the end of the game. Originally we thought we were going to be a unload infinite, but we needed a tactician for that. And we ended up finding a prepared first. I actually never saw a tactician, so we just made the prepared reflex. What's the other card called? Eviscerate be the combo, and then we found the Grand Finale, which increased our damage per turn against Time Eater, which seemed important. Yeah, so Pandora's Box does not respect rarity. So it just gives you purely random cards, which actually means that you're more likely to get uncommon cards than anything else. Yeah, we actually got 5 rares in this Pandora's Box, Tets, if you look. Obviously the Envenom and the Unload are no longer parts of the deck, but, you know, Adrenaline's always welcome. Tools of Trade's gone too, actually. It gave us 5 rares and we removed 3 of them. The only ones that survived were Nightmare and Adrenaline. Yeah, I do really love Reflex and Prepared, so pretty happy to see that combo go off. Always fun.